Reviews done quick. Doctor Who The 60th Anniversary Specials have aired and left us with Ncuti Gatwa piloting the TARDIS. But how did they fare in celebrating the last 60 years of Doctor Who? The familiar faces. It was a joy to see Tennant and Tate reprise their roles, alongside other returning characters. A special mention needs to be given to Wilfred Mott, played by Bernard Cribbins. Seeing 14 and Wilf reunite warmed my heart in a bittersweet way. While beautiful, it does hurt that this is the last we'll see of the old soldier. Rest in peace, Bernard Cribbins. Thank you for being a part of my childhood. 14th's characterization. I loved how 14 was different to 10, being more open with his feelings, but also carrying the extra weight of their previous incarnations. And looking back at it, every time they snapped, I feel like it was due to all the things that they hadn't processed. This characterization also gave me the most unexpected story arc in Doctor Who. When Donna said in the Starbeast that 14 could stop and just come round for tea, he brushed it off, as any Doctor before would do. But when that became the conclusion to 14's arc, I never would have expected it. Some really great work there, Russell. Every episode was heavily inspired by the past. The Starbeast was adapted from a 1980s comic strip of the same name, while Blue Yonder has heavy Midnight inspiration, an episode often considered to be one of the best from the original RTD era, and the Toymaker is a returning antagonist from the first Doctor era. All of these combined adds to the feel of this being a celebration run, an RTD series condensed into 3 episodes. I really like how, when put together, the 3 specials feel like a condensed RTD series. The first episode is an adventure that brings the Doctor and companion together. The second episode is an adventure in space and time. Side note, I also think that the reason that the scene with Isaac Newton was added was so that we can meet a historical figure as well as having a sci-fi episode. And then episode 3 brings it all back to Earth to conclude the series with a major threat. You need to watch all 3 episodes for it to feel like a special. Episodes 1 and 2, apart from having fan favourites Tennant and Tate return, don't feel particularly special on their own. And while The Giggle, with its returning classic companion and multi-Doctor story, does get closer to that feeling, I feel like all 3 episodes need to be watched as a trilogy to truly reach that feeling of anniversary celebration. Tennant can't return anymore. This has to be the end of this face returning. As much as I love David Tennant as the Doctor, he was and forever will be my Doctor. I feel like he's completed his story. But if he continues to return, it's not going to be special anymore. The 60th Anniversary trilogy is greater than the sum of its parts. It feels like an RTD greatest hit series, heavily focusing on what made the 2005 revival so special, with references and inspiration from every moment of the show's long history sprinkled in. I think the 60th anniversary was done justice, and I'm ready to see where the show goes next. All in all, I think this was an A-tier run. What did you think of the specials? Let me know down below.